SolarX. So this crypto is launching very soon, and it's going to be a revamped way of doing mining. Now, as a project, this looks really interesting because the way that the mining is going to work is that it isn't going to rinse your electricity in the way that mining anything does. It's going to be one of the greenest blockchain, the greenest blockchain ever. So I want to take a look at this project because potentially this could revamp the way that all mining works across crypto. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what the spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. Now, in the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. These were coins that I expected were going to make me a lot of money. And if you'd have done the same, if you'd have popped $100 into the coins that I released the videos about, and sat on those coins for about 16 months and then sold them all, your profit in under a year and a half would have been over 123 grand, which is pretty damn good. Now, I don't own these coins anymore, but I do share the coins that I own on my website, which is copymycrypto.com. So when I find coins that, again, are going to make me very good money, I jump onto the site, I tell my members about the coin that I'm going to buy, the profits that coin can have, the percentage of my money I'm going to put in. My members can copy along exactly. So it means they make the exact same profit as me. When I sell a coin, I let my members know what crypto I'm selling and at what price. So again, my members get in on cryptos at the same price, get out of cryptos at the same price. So make the same profit, but there's no work. If you go onto the site, you'll see what the members have made. You'll see how many members there are. The reason for that is they're making great money in crypto. If you don't have your portfolio sorted, now is actually the time to get it done. Bitcoin markets are moving a bit sideways, but they're starting to transition up. And the moment that they start ripping, if your portfolio is not sorted, you're going to miss out on a lot of profit. So read through the site, because if you try it out, I think you'll realize it will help you out. So SolarX. So SolarX is collaborating with their solar energy team, integrating sustainable power solutions into their crypto project, forging a path forward together towards environmentally conscious blockchain tech. Now, what's really important about this is fundamentally, this means that they're going to potentially revamp the way that all mining happens. Very clever idea, very interesting idea. Now, if we go onto the white paper, you'll see, so SunMiner, EcoPower, DMCC, UAE, Dubai, miner equipment. That's what's being used, right? SolarX is going to be the token issuer. So the corporation is going to be, SunMiner owns 100% of SolarX Technologies. So the SolarX project is an eco-friendly approach to crypto mining, aiming to use renewable energy sources to power the mining process. So this is a huge development in the world of crypto, where mining traditionally has been associated with huge energy consumption and negative impacts on the environment, but particularly the cost to the individual miner. That cost is absolutely rampant, and that's what causes so much selling pressure within like Bitcoin is, the cost for the electricity cost for running a miner, you've got to get your money back. So miners have to sell because the cost is so large. So one of the key benefits of the SolarX project is its potential to be used as a model for sustainable crypto mining. As the crypto industry continues to grow and mature, concerns about the environmental impact of mining are likely to become increasingly pressing, and they represent an innovative solution to the issue, providing a more sustainable approach to mining that can be replicated and scaled up over time. The overall project represents an exciting development in the world of crypto and green energy, combining cutting-edge tech with a commitment to environmental sustainability. So by leveraging renewable energy sources and the latest mining hardware, this has the potential to be a game changer for the crypto industry. This could pave the way for a lot of current cryptos that are mined having a more sustainable approach in the future. And by harnessing their solar and green energy, they can reduce the carbon footprint associated with the crypto mining. I care less about this, I'll be honest. making it a much more sustainable and eco-friendly approach. The project's focus on using the latest, most efficient mining hardware also contributes to maximum efficiency and minimizing energy consumption. That I care about, because if you are a miner, you know how expensive this is. So this is their rig. So the SolarX mining device, as you can see. So it's developed to use solar panels or other renewable energy sources to power the mining process. The mining device works by solving complex maths equations to verify transactions on the market, on the network rather, and earn the SolarX coins as a reward. The mining device is built on SolarX's GreenX chain, compatible with the blockchain consensus mechanism, and follows its own network rules for validating transactions between the devices. The use of renewable energy sources for crypto mining can help to create a more sustainable and eco-friendly industry, and potentially offer cost savings. Now, the cost savings is such a big thing because it reduces energy consumption. By using solar power instead of traditional power sources, the device could significantly reduce energy consumption and associated costs. Also, the use of solar power could increase the efficiency of the mining process, allowing for faster and more cost-effective coin generation. So what is a unit of power, which is a measure of energy per unit of time in SolarX mining? In the context of SolarX crypto mining, what will be used to measure the power consumption of mining hardware? So they will use watt as a measure, which is a commonly used unit of power, representing the rate at which energy is consumed per unit of time. By measuring the power consumption of mining hardware in watts, they can determine the energy efficiency of the mining operations and optimize the hardware accordingly. I just think this is a really clever, different idea. So as you can see, you accumulate utilizing the solar power, and it means that your rig can just mine away without having to be plugged in, rinsing your electricity. So the specs of these: the voltage at open circuit, the voltage at maximum power, and the current at maximum power, and the short circuit current. And you can see it there. So the advanced energy harvesting, the solar panel excels in capturing sunlight, ensuring optimal energy conversion even in less than ideal conditions, which, if you've ever been to the UK, half the time we don't have the bloody sun out because the clouds are everywhere. So that could actually be really useful for people in the UK. I think as an idea, I think this is very, very clever. And battery specific. So the capacity, as you can see, 5 ampere hours. So 1200 cycles at 50% depth of discharge. So basically what this means is that this battery will last for a solid, this is going to last anywhere from 5 to 50 hours at peak, right? First time set up, they give you the run through. So they're going to obviously be releasing these devices to be bought so that you can start mining this crypto. All looks really, really positive. And again, I think if you can revamp the way the mining industry works, and if this becomes the staple that places like things like Bitcoin, things like Jesus Christ, every proof of work, I'm not going to reel off the list, but this could all of a sudden become hugely positive. Instead of using ASICs, you could use the SolarX mining rig. So the token itself is an ERC20 governance and utility token that serves as the native currency of the SolarX ecosystem. It's designed for use within the ecosystem and is required to purchase the SolarX mining devices. So again, there's a real use case for the token itself. If you want the mining rig, guess what? You got to buy SolarX. So it'll be used as a native token on X-Chain, and again, it hosts fees and miner sales with SolarX. To ensure the sustainability and value appreciation of SolarX as well, 10% of all tokens cashed in by miners will be burned on a quarterly basis. So this token burn mechanism reduces the total supply over time, making each token more valuable and more scarce. So again, you've got a huge burning mechanism that takes place. So the tokenomics, so there is going to be 400 million tokens. And as you can see, the token generation is going to be very, very sustainable. You know, this is a 4-year period where it's going to take for the tokens to be released. So again, it means you're not going to get this massive dump that we see so many new cryptos suffering with. You know, this is going to be released and it's just going to tick along constantly. A token generation event, obviously the monthly distribution would be higher, but then it's going to tick along down. I'm really intrigued by this as a concept. I'm truly intrigued by this because I think if you can revamp mining, I think everything that comes from this is positive. They'll also have grant systems in place for projects to be built on the SolarX blockchain. But if you combine that with the fact that they've already launched on Tencent, so they've had 2 rounds of IDO now, I believe, on Tencent, so this has already been blasting. And then they've introduced Glenn Grant. So Glenn Grant has become their CEO. If you're familiar with Glenn Grant, he was a director of Kraken, as well as Saxo Bank, Rosenthal, Collins, New York, and Minima, and he was co-founder of Share Markets. So he's got a really strong resume within the crypto space as well. And the fact that he was a director of Kraken is a very, very good sign, because one thing SolarX did say when they had their roadmap was that they would be looking at getting a list on a tier 1 exchange. This quarter, I think this is going to be like basically upon launch, or as soon as they can launch, they're going to be looking at tier 1 listings. And you've got a guy that's literally worked with one of the biggest exchanges, so he's got a good shot of like having the connections to get that listing in place. I'm very intrigued by this. And I think once the sale with Tencent, all completed. Next up, listing in May. So the listing is coming this month. And as I said, with the miner only being able to be purchased via the SolarX token, there's a very strong utility here. I think this is one to pay attention to, guys, because when this launches, I'm sure it will launch on a DEX like Uniswap. But after that, this is probably going to end up on a tier 1 exchange very, very fast. And then, make no mistake about it, this could bang. Because a revamped process for mining is something that's needed in the crypto space. If you can make mining affordable to the miners, all of a sudden that improves every proof of work crypto, because all of a sudden you do not need to sell to make your money back in the same way that you do rinsing electricity. I've got a few mates that mine, and it costs them a bomb. And in countries where you've got to pay for electricity, it's harder to nick. There's a big problem there. So this could be an interesting one. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think this is going to be one that absolutely blasts? Are you interested in getting a rig? Let me know in the comments down below. And guys, if you want to make the same profits as me in this bull cycle, you can do. All you have to do is go to copymycrypto.com and join up. That's the site I run where I share with my members the coins that I own. If you go to copymycrypto.com now, you will see why thousands of members are on the site. It's because they're making outstanding money in crypto without having to do any work at all. And guys, if you don't have your portfolio sorted, now's the time. If you're not confident in it, if you're unhappy with it, if you've not got it started, markets are going to start hitting new all-time highs soon enough. And if you haven't got anything in place, read copymycrypto.com, see what the members have made. Try out the service, because I have no doubt I'll be able to help you out. And guys, that's it from me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.